All right, guys, this is Crazy Kevin here, and I'm here with Kai Kamaka. Kai, how we doing?
Doing good. Just enjoying Saturday evening. Finish training for the week, so about to enjoy the weekend.
Very nice, very nice. Now you got a fight coming up with Bubba Jenkins. Talk to us a little bit more about how you're feeling with that matchup coming up.
Shoot, I really like the matchup. I really like the way camp's been going. I really like Bubba Jenkins comes with a name. He comes with a mouth. Be a good guy to take out.
Yeah. Now with Bubba Jenkins, is there anything different you're doing in camp to prepare for him?
No, I'm always trying to get better at all facets of my game. So no particular thing I've changed up. I mean, obviously there's some different approaches or like things we want to pull that we've already worked on, for different, for different styles that we already think that we would deal with, and we're just gonna pull from those tactics that we've already been working on for years since I've been here at Extreme Couture.
Very nice. Now, this is going to be your PFL debut. What's been different with PFL compared to Bellator?
Actually nothing. Nothing. I mean, I see the same. I deal with the same people behind the scenes as I was with Bellator. So I mean, nothing's really changed until this point.
Very nice. Okay. Now, when you're this close out for a fight, I'm sure every fighter gets a little bit nervous going into a fight. When you're getting ready for a fight, like 2 weeks out, how is sleeping? Is there any like issues when it comes to sleeping, or is it, is things all normal as well?
I mean, it's pretty. I don't know. I mean, pretty normal for me. I mean, I'm getting the same amount of sleep as usual. I got 5 kids, so I mean that alone is gonna take away naps and little stuff like that. But I mean, I get the same amount of sleep. I mean. Uh, I don't. I mean, this is just what I do. I mean, nerves or whatever. I mean, you get different feelings. I mean, it'll come probably next week, and I don't even know if you call it nerves already. I'm just more excited to go and do what I do. I mean, I've been fighting at a high level for some years now, and that I don't really get too nervous as far as like yeah, I don't really get too nervous. I mean, I train every day. It's my job, so it's not like there's not much to get nervous about. I'm preparing for everything. I'm preparing for really good guys every day. I'm preparing with really good guys every day. So I mean, there's nothing to be nervous about. It's just, I mean, you get ready and then you go to war.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. It's definitely a good way to put it. Now, you were one of the fighters on Bellator 300. What was it like to get the call on Bellator 300 and compete in such a historic event?
It was really cool. I'm not saying that like they needed to this game is rough and they needed to make that happen, but Ahmed Magomedov pulled out in like 5 days notice, so I was on them about getting me on ASAP, especially because while we didn't know the uncertainty of Bellator yet. We didn't know this yet, a certainty of it. So I needed to get on Bellator 300 financially. I was had a baby coming on my a new baby coming in October, shortly after the fight. So I mean, they needed to get me on because I was preparing for 13 weeks to fight, and the guy doesn't matter, but I needed to fight, and I was grateful, thankful that they got me on. Thankfully, against another big name, Henry Corrales. Yeah, it was a good night to come put a cap on like the Bellator stint as far as for me, against a big name, somebody who's been in Bellator for a while, who's fought for the world title if I'm not mistaken, or he's fought everybody. Um and yeah, just it was a good to wear those gold gloves. I got it framed up here. So
Awesome. Yeah, that's definitely cool. The Gold Cups are definitely special. Now, with you being in PFL now, is the PFL your home, or are you still looking to try to string together a couple wins and maybe try to make it back in the UFC?
As of right now, the PFL is my home. I mean, I'm in this tournament, so that's all I can focus on. And I'm still young. I just turned 29, I feel like I'm getting younger with the way I approach my career. I'm getting faster. I'm getting more skilled. I'm not getting stuck in a rut like technique wise. I'm getting better. I'm getting more athletic, more faster, more stronger. Yeah, so I mean, and I feel like it's evident. I've only gotten better over the last couple fights, couple years. I mean, there's a lot more to do in my career, whether that's with the PFL, Bellator, UFC.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Now, with you being in Bellator and in the UFC, I believe the Bellator gloves are a little bit bigger compared to the UFC ones. Does it ever make a difference to you when you're training or even when you're fighting?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I it is bigger. That's why I wear a smaller glove in Bellator. That's what I did. I wore like a size down in Bellator because I don't really like how big it is. That was the adjustment I made.
That definitely makes sense. Now, as you're sitting here, talk to us a little bit more about the tattoos you got on your arms here. What was the inspiration with them?
I got like my first big sleeve after like one of my shoulder surgeries. But yeah, I just like to represent all of Polynesia. I like to, show a warrior spirit, but like at the same sense, I'm also a tactical warrior. Well, for me, I'm smart. I'm calculated on how I approach, and I'm only getting better at it. So I mean, I like to represent my culture really well, but I also like to be a new breed of it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good way to put it too. Now, is that the last amount of tattoos you're going to get, or are you looking to get anything in the future?
I don't know. I don't know. I used to get tattoos after fights, but um, I don't know. It's not my priority right now. My priority is winning fights and getting on to the next one.
Why is that? Why would you get a tattoo after a fight?
That was just like that was just my thing. I don't know. But I was also a little bit younger back then. So I it was just yeah, it's just what I want. That was my treat to myself.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. Now, with you being in Bellator and UFC, what are the big differences between the two companies?
I think the differences are it's evident. Obviously the UFC, their production is run differently than other places. Like it says, yeah, their production is run differently. It's run more smooth because they've been in this industry. They've been in the game a lot longer, so they have it down. Rather than other promotions, they always making adjustments to their production. And then I mean, yeah, and then everybody tries to mimic the UFC in some way or form. We're starting to wear uniforms in PFL. Like the PFL is trying to uh fully have us uniform, and then now they try to change it up by letting us put two sponsors on it. So I mean the differences are evident, but and visible to the public. But other than that, I mean, other than what everybody like thinks and feels, it's the same. You fight, we fight and fight. Like they can complain all they want about this and that, about Bellator this, PFL that compared to the UFC, but we're making money fighting. So that's the main thing. Is like everybody can like all the media, they'll be complaining on X or Instagram about Bellator needs to do better at this, PFL needs to do better at that, or this sucks, that sucks. The fighters, sure. I mean, to the eye, to the like, to the regular eye, that's what people want. But at the bottom line, we're making money to fight. The fighters just want of we're there to fight. We're not there because of um if for any other reason other than to make a living fighting. So there's all the hoopla about like little things that the media can complain about is like that's all like minimal to us. As long as we have a platform and some place where we can make money and do what we do, that's the main thing. Because there's a lot of guys that continuously cross over to back and forth UFC, PFL, Bellator, and do well. So it's not it's just a matter of platform, matter of production, matter of this, matter of that, and media push. Other than that, there's guys making money in all of them. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, no, 100%. Now, with you being in the PFL, this the tournament, obviously the winner gets that $1 million. What would that $1 million do for you?
It would change my life a little bit with my daily life. I mean, obviously, I would look to make my family's life a little bit more comfortable, but at the same time, I get to take care of my team a little team. So I mean that would make me happy. But other than that, it would just make me more of a professional because I can afford to do things a little bit more with my career. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. It'll help me just take care of my body more, my coaches more, my profession more. So that's all it is. Because I mean the money is just for my family. The fighting is for me.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. Now, you being from Hawaii, what are some good places to visit if you're going there on vacation?
Restaurant 604. That's a they have good scenery, good food there. It's right on Pearl Harbor. Yeah, it's right on Pearl Harbor, so you get a good view of it. And I don't know. It just depends what you're looking to do. I'm looking to be in like it's hard for me to say because I mean I like the beach. I love paradise, but I love being in the gym. So I mean that's why I'm in Vegas.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense too. Now, what's your favorite part of Hawaii?
I think my favorite part of Hawaii is that probably the good food. There's a lot of good food in Hawaii. Good food and good weather.
Yeah, well, definitely. No, definitely makes sense. Now, what's your favorite beach to go to as well in Hawaii, or maybe just even in general?
Honestly, I just wherever is clean, safe. Um, yeah, where is clean, safe. Not much tourists are there just because it's not as crowded. Those are the kind of spots I like to be at.
That definitely makes sense. Now, in PFL, we mentioned a little bit about the tournament. Also in the tournament, they don't allow elbows. What do you think about that? Do you wish they brought them back?
Yeah, I wish they brought that. I mean, I wish they had elbows just because. I mean, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to minimize injuries as much as possible so guys can move on, cuts and whatnot. But I think, I mean, we're kind of at a handicap. Just yeah, because we got to kind of change what we do in certain positions. Um, but I mean, I don't know. That's just you guys gotta live with it and move on because that's just where you're at.
Now the point system as well too. Are you training differently as well too, like with the new point system as well too with PFL?
No, no. I mean, because the point system doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean too much to me. Like that's just where you seed. Because my main thing is getting the first two seeding wins. That's the main thing.
That makes sense. Now, with you being in PFL right now, how would you like to be remembered in PFL?
Um, how would I like to be remembered? I don't know. I don't really think about it. I really do care about just winning, doing what I train to do, doing somebody that's always getting better at somebody who's hard to study. Um, that's what I guess that's how I want to be remembered. Somebody who's hard to study, who always showing something new.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good way to put it. Now, we're setting up the interview. I said I was a Taekwondo instructor. I've been teaching for about 6 years now, and I've been training for about 20. With that being said, I have about 150 guys at my gym. What advice would you give to those guys to keep coming every single day and to keep getting better and better?
Hmm. I don't know. I think that martial arts is a marathon, not a sprint, and it's about you gotta love it, you gotta love it to hate it, and then you end up hating it, but then you end up loving it again. That's kind of that cycle that you're gonna get stuck in. But I feel like martial arts is all about time and reps and always being a student. I feel like that's the only way to get better.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you. You definitely have to love it, and if you love it, you're definitely gonna want to keep coming back. With that being said, Kai, last message to the fans that are going to be tuning in and watching this video.
I last message to the fans, I'll just say tune in April 19th. You're gonna see a better version than you did at Bellator 300. Um, and yeah, I expect to win. I expect to move on in the season of the PFL with a win.
Yeah, and we're definitely looking forward to it. And Kai, thank you so much for scheduling an interview with us, and we're looking forward to your fight, and hopefully we can get another one in the future.
Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy.
All right, talk to you later. Bye bye.
See you.